Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make this quick and easy red velvet cupcake recipe, and also how I did the frosting. If you are new here, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss a single recipe from me. All the measurements will be available for you in the description box below. The description box, you can access it by clicking on the title of this video. So for this recipe, I am going to be using a mixer, but you are going to be able to achieve the same output even if you are not using a mixer. So I'm starting off by adding some cake flour into the bowl, and then to that I'm going to be adding some cocoa. It's not really for the chocolate flavor, but it's just to help intensify the red color of our cupcakes once we've started baking it. And then I'm going to be adding some castor sugar, and then lastly I'm going to be adding some softened butter. I am using Rama margarine. I recommend that you use wooden spoon or stock bake. Those will work just as fine. And then I'm going to give it a quick mix just until the mixture resembles a breadcrumb like consistency. Then I'm going to move over and start preparing my liquids. So I am using buttermilk on this recipe. So if you don't have buttermilk, you can prepare your own buttermilk by just taking your normal full cream milk and then adding some vinegar to that. I'll have the measurement in the description box for you guys. So we're starting off with 1 egg. I'm just going to beat that, and then I'm going to be using caramel flavor for my cupcakes. You're also welcome to use vanilla essence, but I preferred to use caramel essence because that's what I had on hand. And then I'm going to be adding some oil. Then we're going to give that a quick mix. And then lastly we're just going to add a dash of vinegar, just a little bit of vinegar into that mixture, and then we're going to mix it up one more time. Okay, so that's all of our wet ingredients done. So we can now move over to combining our wet and our dry ingredients together. So like I said, I'm using a mixer in this recipe. If you're not using a mixer, you would then just add your buttermilk into your egg mixture first mix the two together, and then you will add those to your dry ingredients. Because I'm using a mixture, I can add it separately in 2 pots. So I started off by adding the buttermilk, and then now I'm adding the egg mixture. Then we're just going to allow that to mix and fully combine before we go ahead and add our coloring. So with regards to the coloring, you will need to find a gel paste color. It needs to be gel food coloring. If it's not gel, it's not going to come out with that deep vibrant color that you love. In terms of how much, I put like 3 or 4 droplets inside. I know the color that I want. You can go deeper red, or you can just keep it at a light red. This is what the batter is looking like inside the mixture. So I found that to be fine and consistent with the type of red velvet cupcake that I wanted to get. Some people want theirs darker, others want theirs a little bit lighter. So once that is done mixing, I'm just going to give it a quick mix outside just to make sure that all the flour mixture is evenly combined in the bowl, because the mixer does not get everything inside. So I'm just wrapping that up, and then I'm going to be measuring and scooping those out into my cupcake holders. So the cupcake holders that I purchased are these like nice rose gold foil type, and then I'm just going to be using an ice cream scoop, and I'm going to be adding the equal quantities into the cupcake holders. So this will make around 12 cupcakes in total. If you want to make more, you can just then do it in batches. I would suggest that you do 2 batches. Don't double up on the mixtures for this recipe. Unfortunately, it's just not going to work out for you. So we're going to put it in our preheated oven at 180 degrees for 30 to 35 minutes, or until you can put a toothpick through it and it comes out clean. So these don't rise. thing with cupcakes is you don't want it to look like a muffin, so it's like a flat baking setup, and that's because you want to create the icing that you're going to be putting on top. Okay, so while those are cooling, we're going to create our icing. We're starting off with a little bit of butter, and then to that we're going to add a little bit of cream cheese. The cream cheese just gives it this nice tangy taste to it. And then lastly, I'm gonna add some icing sugar. So if you want yours to be more firm or hard, you'll just add more icing sugar. This is just a trick that you can apply across. So if you want your, like if you're making a cake or anything and you want your icing to be very, very firm, just add more icing sugar for the same butter and cream cheese amount. Okay, so this is what mine is looking like. You can see it can hold, it's a bit stiff, and that's the way I like it because I'm going to be air drying it, and then it's going to become harder as the day progresses. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. So I'm not using any piping instruments. I'm really terrible at that, so I'm going to show you guys this trick that I do. Is I just put some of the cream cheese frosting on top, and then I just use a spatula to lift it slightly just to give it this uneven texture, and I think it ends up looking really, really good. So just a quick recap: you just scoop it on, evenly distributed, and then use your spatula. You can also get the same results if you're using a fork, just to lift it up a little bit to create those nice little spikes, and then you'll find that it looks just as good as something that was done with a icing machine, just as long as you are consistent. Okay, so next we're going to be adding some glitter. Glitter is optional. I just thought it will give my cupcakes an added touch, so I'm using edible glitter, and then I'm just going to add it on top of the cupcakes. So this is what it's looking like with the glitter. It's actually not coming out very, very intensively on camera, but it was quite glittery, and I've added that on top. So I just put mine out on a platter, and I just let these air dry for like about 2 or 3 hours. They do harden, and then I put them away inside a display cake holder, but you're also welcome to refrigerate yours if that's how you want to preserve yours. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment in the comment section, like, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.